Breaking, yes, it don't bust for this area as a Biafra independence protests has gone international once more. Yes, my people, normally it don't go international. Yes, everybody knows about it, but once again, it has broken the bar on the international level. Yes, we'll be going directly into the details of this news. Don't forget, we are your one and only Exposed News TV. Yes, these are the details. Also, in response to escalating violence in the Biafraland, yes, in Southeastern, he said the protests has erupted across major European cities with thousands of members of the Biafran diaspora demanding international intervention in the ongoing conflict. Yes, we have there have been noticed that there have been demonstrations in London, Berlin, Paris, and Brussels, with the independent people calling for the independent Biafra and condemning the zoo government for its handling of the crisis. Yes, we'll be talking about these specific places, make you go know, make you understand, say everything where they actually happen is something that is meant to be and not a joke. Okay, he says in London, Trafalgar Square, as one way or another, protesters and people that are Biafrans have come across and come around waving Biafran flags. They've held banners and said, "Free Biafra now and end the Nigerian occupation." Similar things were reported in other cities where members of the Biafran community and their allies chanted slogans and called for foreign governments and the United Nations to intervene, which PM Ekpa has been on the sidelines, have been in the apex too, making sure I'm poking around, making sure that these people come to a full-time understanding that there is no going back on this particular movement. The process comes on the heels of the Biafra Liberation Armies and the BNL's movement moving and stopping across the violence that has been taking place in the Biafraland. As zoo forces are in disarray, the diaspora believes that the time has come for the international community to step in full time. I believe they have stepped in some time ago and they have made a few comments, but now they are expected to make heavy comments, heavy comeback, and make effective, what do you call it? Effective impact in this particular time at this moment, because this time is the right time. Okay, he says here that we cannot sit idly while our brothers and sisters are being killed from one Ngozi. We there are said that stays in London. He said the world must recognize Biafra's right to self-determination and self-referendum and force the zoo government to stop its violence. International human rights groups have also raised concerns about the growing humanitarian crisis in the region, with tens of thousands displaced by the conflict and the zoo government's military response. As you all know that these people seek to do complete a genocide in the Biafra land, in the southeast region, and it is not something that is even being hidden on any ground. But then it is not what we'll be looking at whenever we decide to do the necessary things that we need to do. That is just the truth of the matter. We are going to succeed. We are going to make sure we do everything in our power to make everything work out. The United Nations has called for a ceasefire and a peaceful resolution, but thus far diplomatic efforts have failed to gain traction. As the conflict in Zoo intensifies, the Biafra's global presence is making waves on the international stage, putting additional pressure on both the Nigeria government and the foreign powers to address the situation before it spirals further out of control. Na so. Okay, my people, na so we go dey give am straight to una back to back. Take notes. That is what we are here for. On another note, it is always good to have it in mind that we are not slacking back on another level. The next thing you will be hearing would be things that concern the Biafra movement, coming from the PM Simon Ekpa. Listen and enjoy. Thank you.
They are nonsense pastors. They will be making nonsense predictions, saying they are doing prophecy. They will tell you one thing, and if you mistakenly falls into that, they will be using it to share to their congregation. You see, I said it. I said it. Our own consecutively. I talked about our prime minister in Finland. He became the prime minister. I supported him. I talked about our president in Finland. He became the president. I supported him. I told you the next is Trump. I supported Trump. I was one of the first person that endorsed Trump as far back as 2023. And it is on Google. It is on Wikipedia. If you go to the list of those that international politicians that endorsed Donald Trump, go to international politician. My name is there on the list as people that endorsed Donald. It is in the media. You can search and Google it. It's in news. Nigerian news reported it. Some international media reported it. My endorsement on Donald Trump. I believe that because I am on a divine mandate, so God direct me how and what to do and when to do it. Not like when you are in Nigeria, you are fighting a wrong fight. If you are predicting on behalf of Nigeria, you are in the wrong side. Every of your prediction will fail. So when you are in the right path, and in the right mandate, everything will fall into place. Now, just check it from the beginning till now. There is nothing I have said that I have not had, including the kissing of dust of our enemies. They are falling one after the other. You may also understand that the one that I posted the picture a few days ago, the criminal Ejiofor have confirmed, is a native doctor to Ejiofor. He's the one doing all the juju for Ejiofor in Anambra. They call him Odanike. He was the commander of ESN. They recruited him immediately the same as in Americano. He became an Ebubago person, become AVG commander in Anambra, killing our people. Today, he is gone. Now, I tell you that many of them will go down before December 2nd. So what I'm trying to say, to answer your question, is that I am on a divine mandate. It is not just about Trump. Trump is a president. Trump is not going to single-handedly make decision on Biafra. That is why we started by educating the congressmen. That's why we started by educating them, and now we are moving to the United States Department of State to educate them on the importance of Biafra. So there is still a lot of work to do. But you know, the beginning of the work will even start more immediately after the December 2nd, because we need to have this legal document to be able to be ready ahead of what is to come. So a lot of work needs to be done, and we are doing that. So Donald Trump is just President Donald Trump. You know, is not he's not going to come out and say, okay, I give you Biafra. No, it requires procedures, processes, and many things need to be done, which we are doing very, very well. So that's why they will always tell you, follow who know road. Some people don't even know what it means. If you do not follow who know road, they will lead you to your, I don't know what it's called, but maybe you go inside the evil forest and you never come out again. We know road, and that's why we are leading Biafrans to freedom. So this foundation we have laid today, you can see where we are today. You can see for the past many decades of Biafra issue, nobody has ever in the public discussed with anybody in the Congress, except now that the Biafra government, under my leadership, we just started. And on the 2nd of December, which is just few weeks from now, you are going to see the caliber of people that will be in the Biafra Convention in Finland. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
And that I think you have answered my second question, which I would have loved to ask that, being that you were the first to endorse Donald Trump, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in Homeland and the de facto government in Homeland, being that you are the first to endorse Donald Trump, how does it affect, how does it contribute to our freedom? But I think you've answered that. And let me use the mic by saying, Simon Ekpa, Simon Ekpa, Simon Ekpa, for my radio Biafra. Simon Ekpa, Simon Ekpa, for my no Jano. Simon Ekpa, for my Simon Ekpa, for my roof for my Simon Ekpa, for my. Oh, thank you very much, sir. Aye.
Thank you, Rage. Rage and Fury, thank you for all you do. Thank you for your commitment and your service. Blessings. All right, as we move, I welcome our fellow media person in the Biafra government, our own Betty Ford. Mommy, grab the mic. You're welcome.
Thank you so much, my wonderful Prime Minister. I thank you. I love the way you started this program. In fact, I am very, very happy. Sorry, my people. I thank all of you for gathering and coming around whenever we are on the air. Thank you all so much. I appreciate all of you. My PM, I will call you this name. I don't care what people think. You are the Jesus of our time. And I thank you so much. I'm very proud and happy to be working under you. You have really thrown the light and it is shining. There's a question. Well, I won't call it a question, but it's just to make reference to it. On the X, I saw Nigerian government appeals to Donald Trump to distance himself from Simon Ekpa freedom agitation. Whether they said it or not, they don't know that America came by agitation and by fighting as well. Is there anything you can throw a light on that very comment, if at all it is true?
There is no comment on that. It is dead on arrival. So I know that they did that. They did that 1 month ago. So, but what am I going to comment on that? Donald Trump doesn't listen to Islamic terrorist sponsors like Nigeria.
Exactly. So my second question is just like a human being that I am.
And then also, let me also quickly say that I can never be Jesus. I'm not even close to the spit of Jesus. I'm not even close to the sweat of Jesus. So all glory goes to God and Jesus. Jesus is the one that is piloting this affair through me. I can never ever be equated to his even footstep. So please, just I know how you feel. I know how you feel, but just to correct it, you can continue. Just leave this comment and continue, please. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, the next one that I have been wondering about is in relation to our lobbyists. I know that we
will not entertain any question about lobbyists. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Keep the light shining. We are with you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, our own Betty. Thank you so much. Move. All right, the hands are up and we're going to bring them. Please, 1 minute now, going forward, 1 minute, bring your question, and then the next person will take the microphone. And I give you the microphone. Simon Ekpa Pikin, you have 60 seconds, please. Go ahead.
Good evening, my people. I greet you. Once again, I want to thank my Honorable Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. At least I have learned a lot through him by knowing that Igbo can generate a lot of wise and intelligent people. I honor you, my PM. Then I want my PM to make a little reference concerning this. After this convention in Finland and we declared our freedom, then I want him to give a little reference on how we are going to deal with Nigeria, or how international community is going to put their eye on how Nigeria is going to treat our leader Mazinam Kano.
I have addressed.
You know,
I have addressed that. You just watch and see how it unfolds. If you're listening, you know that I have addressed all these questions you're asking here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi Simon Ekpa. I agree to this. Is the question I wanted to ask.
All right. Thank you very much. That has been taken care of. Thank you so very much. We move. All right, and it's good that was taken care of very quickly. Please, see vibes. Unmute yourself and bring your question, please.
Okay. Good evening, my Prime Minister. Good evening, everyone on the space. I thank you all for this day. Okay, my question is just simple. What I want to ask is that how will Biafra handle issues of borders, citizenship, and governance after independence?
You wait, we have a constitution. Can you mute yourself, please? You have to talk it. There is a noise. So Biafra,
mute your mic.
Biafra have a constitution which will be adopted in the convention, and those constitutions have addressed the issue of border crossing, the issue of citizenship, and all that is well addressed in the Biafra constitution. So you don't have anything to worry about that. Just keep your fingers crossed. After the convention, the Biafra constitution will be public.
All right. See, Vibes, are you good with that? Do you have another question?
Okay, my second question is this. Am I loud and clear?
Bring it on, please.
Okay. Okay. What I want to ask is that how much support does the Biafra independent movement have from the people in the region?
You're asking how much support. When you have 40 states, when you have 40 United States of Biafra, have your map, have representative in all the 40 states. You're asking how much support you have. You have your support from your family members alone. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'm done.
Okay, thank you. How much support? Every seat at home, you see this, or the whole of Biafra is locked down. Our votes,
no, he's talking about support where 50 million people have voted. How many people do you have in Nigeria? I beg, just make somebody else coming.
Okay. All right, we move. Please go ahead and bring your question. Igbo, the progenitor of black. Please go ahead.
My Honorable Prime Minister, I greet every one of you in the house. My question is based on the immigrant treaty with the UN. Like we all know the situation the world are facing now based on the immigrants. How do we Biafra manage it in the situation whereby?
Where are you calling? Where are you calling from? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from South Africa.
Why are you worried about immigrants when you are immigrants in another man's land?
Yes, that is where I'm not worried. I'm just trying to emphasize one or two things.
What are you emphasizing? Because you are an immigrant in South Africa. So is if Mandela and co were emphasizing on immigrants, will you be there?
No, I will not be there.
So cut the question, please. You people should be asking something that is going to help, to explain certain things about the freedom, not about we are concerned about immigrant. Why you are there somewhere, somewhere country, somebody else's country, and as an immigrant. If everybody was concerned about immigrant, you will not be there. So talk about something that will help. Talk about something that will help your freedom, not all this nonsense side talk about what will happen after your freedom. Talk about how you are going to get your freedom. Talk about the finance that is needed to get your freedom first. Talk about the guns and bullets you need to protect your women and children first. Protect your border. You are here asking questions about immigrants, and some of you are just asking questions that are not irrelevant.
Yeah, you should have waited. You see where I'm coming from.
No, because I know where you are going. If I allow you to say it now, you will still mess up. Do you want to say it? Do you want to continue?
Yeah, can I say it?
Okay, I continue. Let me hear you.
Yeah, where I'm going through based on because of what we have in the Islamic jihadists. do we have a situation where we have to checkmate them so that they will not use those avenue to chip into us the jihadists that
Okay,
will
have you
come and
finished?
become close with them?
Have you finished?
Yeah, that is the angle I want to chip in.
Okay. You see, you still mess up. That's exactly why I stopped you from the beginning, because Nigerians are criminals. Nigeria breed criminals.
Yes.
So if Nigeria breed criminals, South Africans are worried about the criminality of Nigerians. Will you be there in South Africa?
No.
That's why I asked you to leave that talk. Now you have said it. Exactly the same thing I was thinking you are going to say is what you said. You said you have something different.
Okay,
You see,
okay, I think I rest my question.
thank you.
I withdraw my
All
question.
right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Move. Please, the next person to bring your question is brother. What's this? Brother Van Van Van. Brother Van Van Van. Oh yeah, let's hear you.
Good evening, sir.
You're
Good evening, everyone. I want to thank the for this privilege. Sir, I've been following you closely and I've been observing everything you're doing. It has just been falling into place. So my own is not really a question. It's like an appreciation and also a soft reminder that you should please help us with a continuous update because we here that is what we are feeding on. It's not as if we have a direct boss we work with or whatever. And in this part of the country, anything can happen to you. So you have to be very careful, especially with your device. So please help us continuously with the updates as they are making the moves. Help us with the updates and this what's it called? This the constitution you talked about because we here we need to study it also. December 2nd does not assure us the fact that everything is going to be rosy. But based on the constitution and based on the things that will be happening unfolding, we will be able to trace our steps individually because it's the individual effort that would collectively bring about what we seek to achieve. That's just what I want to say. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.
all right.
And God
Thank
bless
you.
you all.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We move, please. I want to encourage us to bring really demanding, engaging questions. Please, I beg of you. Who is opening their mic? Please, Biafraland is on Australia. Let's hear you. Your mic has always remained open. Let's hear you. What do you have to ask? Please go ahead. Australia.
Hello, greetings. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Is that Daddy? Please go ahead, sir.
uh, Greetings, everyone. Your Excellency. Uh, I'm just excited on this United Nations human rights treaties that you presented tonight. And I just want to say now we begin to understand why the Vice President of Nigeria went to the United Nations and we saw him on the sideline with the president of Finland. And when he got back home, the news media was twisted the whole thing and saying that the reason why he had the president of Finland on the sideline was to ask him to support Nigeria to become members of the United Nations. Now, we now see why Nigeria got only 2 votes because the vice president himself that was soliciting for Nigerian membership was himself the leader, the sponsor of the terrorists that is ravaging the whole country. With what you stated and with all these human rights treaties, I could now see the saying that says overtaking is allowed. Today, it has become clear to the world that United States of Biafra has overtaken the zoo called Nigeria. So I just want to bring it to the notice of everyone that what our PM have just stated tonight has shown what kind of nation that Biafra is going to be. Overtaking is allowed, my PM, and I don't think Nigeria will have anything to say, especially their media, having understood what you share tonight and all these treaties Nigeria is supposed to be a signatory to, but unfortunately, they ignored because they don't know any better. And upon the violations of these treaties, they think they could bulldoze themselves to becoming members of a permanent, having a permanent seat in the United Nations. So overtaking is allowed, and unfortunately, Nigeria has messed themselves up. Kudos, Your Excellency, for leading us and for bringing to the world, showing the world what Biafra indeed is going to be. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Iwunze. Iwunze is the liaison officer of the Biafra government in Australia and the representative of the Biafra Pacific in Australia. So thank you very much.
Thank you, our daddy. We appreciate you, Daddy Iwunze. Thank you so very much. All right, we move. Please, Chidinma, bear with me. Let me bring up this person with the same image that is familiar with the image we see as always, antagonizing and attacking. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Mayor, I don't know if you is the same person that owns this account, but we are happy to have some of you here. The Igbo, there's one Igbo page. We are welcoming all of you. Please come here and ask the Prime Minister questions. Please grab the mic, Mayor, and let your question be precise and make it quick, please. Unmute yourself, Mayor. Mayor, we're giving you the microphone. Unmute yourself and go straight to the point. Mayor, are you ready to ask the question, or should we remove you from the speaker? All right, maybe he's scared. They're scared to confront the Prime Minister. I'll still leave you in the room. When you're ready, you come up with that question. Chidinma, please grab the mic until the Mayor is ready.
Good evening, my PM. Our honorable Pastor Van and the ministers in the house. I'm so excited. I don't know where to start because this is my first time. I've been trying to enter this space. This is my first time of coming into this space where my PM is addressing issues. I'm very, very excited. And the question that I wanted to ask, it just seems as if my PM knows what was in my mind. He treated it because I am part of this religious side that was so deep in me. All these things, when I realized that there is another means of transforming life to God without even preaching, what you'll be seeing live from people's way of living, just as it is in abroad. They don't talk much about Bible, they don't preach anything, but within what they are doing, your life will tell you that you are doing it right or wrong. So you don't need anybody to come and preach gospel to you. That is what the Biafran I'm about to see. I don't have question, and I know that a lot of people are waiting to speak. So I will not go much further than to say thank you, my PM, for specifying it, because I have a pastor that was like confused. She was very distressed about how are we worshiping human beings? It started from our leader, because when we used to say, nah, they can, is another savior. All these things sometimes it scared them, as if to say that we don't realize that there is God. It's not human being. But you have just said everything about this, maybe if some people are like being afraid or being confused about, are we not noticing God again? And you know, you are aware, and you are aware of our leader Nnamdi Kanu, and